Have you ever seen someone do everything right with their insurance and still not get paid what they should?
Yes, I have seen that in numerous occasions.
Now, welcome to Not Working Unfiltered, a Creativo Media production. I'm your host, Leslie, and this is where we're going to highlight the human behind the business. We're going to find out about their wins, their losses, who they are as a person, and what they stand for. If you want to watch all our episodes, follow us on YouTube at This Is Not Working Inc. Now, today we have Stephanie Acevedo with me. She is a licensed public adjuster helping homeowners and businesses when things go wrong. Now, Stephanie, before we start, we're going to do a quick thing to get you warmed up, okay?
All right.
Don't think about the answer. Just give me an answer.
All
You
right.
can't say both. So you got to pick it,
All right.
okay? All right, so no thinking. Coffee or tea?
Coffee,
All right. Beach or mountains?
mountains,
Early morning or late night?
late night,
Plan it or wing it?
planet,
Money or time?
time,
Truth or comfort?
truth.
All right, fantastic. We learned a little bit about here. Now, what we're going to do is switch it up a little bit. We're going to remember who you were before the public adjustment, before becoming a public adjuster. We're going to go what I call before the hustle.
Got you.
You know, you ever seen the movie Hustle and Flow?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. I hope the guy you speak a little bit louder and they can hear you out there because I can barely hear you in here, just so you know, right?
I got you.
So this is before the hustle. We're going to know who you were before you became a public adjuster. So I did a little bit of research and I found out that you were born in the 305. Is that correct?
Yes.
Where's that at?
South Florida, Miami.
All right. So what kind of high school student were you when you were in Miami?
So I was pretty much one of the guys. Most of my friends were guys, and even till this day, that's what they are. So I was very studious and also very strong and upfront with people.
Okay. All right. Now, I do see that you're wearing like the dark nails or anything like that. Are you like into punk rock or anything like that?
I'm a rocker.
A rocker. Who's your favorite band?
There's so many. I have Evanescence, Linkin Park, Avenged Sevenfold.
Okay, let's talk about Linkin Park real quick. Just to find out. You like new Linkin Park or old Linkin Park?
I do like old Linkin Park.
The old Linkin Park? All right, that's good. So you don't like the one with the new girl singing? They're not bad.
They're not bad. I mean, she's great too, but I'm very loyal to.
Okay, all right.
old.
Favorite Evanescence song?
Oh my God, there's so many. There is Bring Me to Life. There is Part of You. There's this new one that she did a collaboration with Poppy and Courtney. That's called End of You. Phenomenal.
All right, nice. All right, so as a kid, did you ever dream about being a public adjuster? What was your dream when you were growing up? What were you going to become?
So I actually wanted to become a homicide detective.
Oh, CSI, gotcha. So you wanted to do something. That tells me why you have that degree in criminal justice.
Yes.
All right. That was a good segue. So let's figure out why you're doing what you're doing. Since you were a good student, you're a rocker, you like CSI apparently. You wanted to be a thing. So you got a criminal justice background. Why didn't you pursue it? What?
So, long story short, at the time in South Florida, I was entering the police academy, trying to get into it. So I was going for the city of Miami and then the county. I didn't make it for the city, but I was one exam close to getting there, which was the psychological. And within that same time, I had a very bad car accident, so I couldn't pursue it. So that kind of I had to wait another year if I wanted to continue, and that kind of devastated me. So I was working at a utility company that are subcontractors, and I was in claims. So then afterwards, I got into claims. There was an opening to be a claim rep at a public adjusting firm, and that's how my journey started.
Oh, nice. Now, you said you went through the academy, the police academy?
I was trying to enter.
Trying to enter it? Did you take the physical exam out there in Dade County?
Yeah. It was wild.
This is something. So, just so you understand, I was a police officer, so this criminal justice it's kind of like my alley type deal. I actually took my test in Dade County.
Nice.
So that mile and a half run,
Oh, it's no
no
joke.
push ups, sit ups. I passed it, but no. It was hard. It was hard.
Yeah.
All right. So when did you say you were doing a claims department at a company, right? And that's what got you into become a public adjuster. Was there something in particular as where you were being a claims person that you saw somebody filing for a claim didn't get paid what they should? Maybe they put the wrong dot on the sentence, they crossed the wrong T, and instead of making $10, they got $1 out of it.
So when I entered the public adjusting firm as a claim rep,
Okay.
I saw a lot of people were looking for help, and I noticed as I was helping the public adjuster, filing the documents, becoming the liaison as well between the public adjuster and the carrier with the client, I would see that they would get a lot of underpayments, denials, and they just needed help. So that encouraged me, like I instead of becoming a police officer, I could serve the community in a different sense, which is kind of similar. You are investigating, you're documenting, you're taking pictures.
That's true. That is true. That's the great part of being a police officer is the paperwork. They love it. If you're a police officer, I'm sure that's what you love about the job, the paperwork. Now, this is where this show becomes what I call the good part, right? This is where it becomes unfiltered. I asked you all the easy questions, right? You're looking kind of nervous. Don't worry. This is the unfiltered part. This is the hard question. This is what the meat and potatoes of this.
All right.
You like meat and potatoes or you're a dessert kind of person?
I like both.
All right. So, we're going for meat and potatoes here.
Let's go.
Just so you know. Now, when someone files a claim, what is the part that no one tells them to do? And they usually get it wrong.
So what I would recommend when people file insurance claims, they should always take photos
Okay.
before before the insurance inspection happens, to take photos during that, take it, when you see the damage happen, because a lot of insurances will be saying, oh, that was there before, but you have that evidence documenting, hey, this wasn't there before. This is how it is because of the damage currently.
Okay. Now, when you take photos, do you mean, like, let's say I buy a house, right? And I put a TV up, I get the whole inspection done to be able to buy the house, right? Should I take photos as soon as I buy the house just to show people, hey, this is how my house looks from the beginning? Because I know inspectors at the beginning when you first buy the house, they don't take that many pictures. They're just really looking for mold or something like that. Do you believe that they should take pictures when they buy the house of their plumbing and that kind of stuff in case something happened? I mean, we are in Florida. There's a lot of hurricanes and flooding, disasters, et cetera, et cetera. Is that something you recommend them do, or just take pictures once the damage is there?
So when a homeowner buys, their property, they do have a full point inspection done. So it's only going to show 4 points of the home. It's not going to show the entirety of the home. So I guess on a case by case basis, like for example, when there's a hurricane, it's best to take photos before the storm, during and then after, or even a video, because you never know when you're going to need to file that claim during a hurricane.
Now, I'm not that smart. What is a 4-point inspection?
So normally a 4-point inspection, a lot of home inspectors do it.
Okay.
So it's the 4 points, which is the electrical, the roofing, the plumbing. I always keep missing one more.
Is it the roof?
I think I said the roof.
Well, you don't do them. So you gave us 3 of the 4.
Yeah.
So basically, you said it's electrical, plumbing, and
HVAC. Sorry,
HVAC.
there you go.
Oh, the
HVAC.
AC.
See.
Okay, got it. Okay. All right, so they're going to do that, but they're not going to inspect all the other stuff perfect to the T. So even after you buy a house, if you think something's fishy or whatever, take a picture, whatever. Okay, gotcha. But you deal with the disaster.
Correct. So what that means is that my services come in when you least expect it. You're not
Okay.
expecting to have a plumbing leak. You're not expecting to have, roof leaks or any of those type of damages. So I'm here as an advocate to the homeowner and also business owner, because we do both, to represent them during an insurance claim. They don't have to go through that process alone. There's someone there
Okay.
to represent and take care of that process for them.
Gotcha. All right. So let's ask you another hard question. Have you ever seen people trust the process and get underpaid or denied for their claims?
Yes, I have numerous times.
You had any examples that you can give us as to what happened?
So I had a client in the beginning of the year. She filed an insurance claim and she did everything to the T. She took photos. She hired a restoration company that she paid out of pocket, did mold testing, actually followed the instructions from the insurance company. And given all the documentations, the carrier still denied it.
Oh, okay. So they filed everything, did everything correctly, and still got denied. Now, this got denied by the insurance.
Correct.
Was it because their insurance policy, she didn't read it correctly or anything like that? Or,
Oh, no, she definitely had coverage.
oh, okay. All right. The way you said that, that means she had it and she didn't get paid. I gotcha. So listen, let's get a little bit into, we'll get back into that claim part to see what happens. But I want to ask you a question because it popped in my head as you were talking, okay? Because we're in a world that everybody's trying to get us something out of nothing, right? What will happen to someone, let's give you a scenario, right? There's a scenario. You ready?
Okay.
All right. Somebody has a leak in their sink. They don't report it automatically because they don't see it and it just keeps leaking. Then they see it, all right? And then instead of reporting it, they leave it there, all right? Don't make those faces, please. Don't make those faces. They just leave it there, all right? A year goes by. Now there's some, let's say, black mold, because when you got too much moisture, you get black mold normally, right? Now they're claiming. What happens to that? Is that a claimable thing? Is that something that they shouldn't do? What happens with that?
So, me being a very transparent and honest public adjuster, I recommend for the homeowner, the moment that they see it, a leak happening in their insurance policy, it does state that they got to do everything possible to mitigate the damages.
Okay.
So, if the homeowner still let it leak, they didn't do their due diligence. So it is important that the moment that they see the leak happening, they hire a plumber or they do a temporary repair. Because in reality, once or if a person decides to do an insurance claim in that aspect, it could lead to a denial.
Okay. So when you say temporary repair, now I'm not saying I do this because I know you're probably thinking this.
No.
And I'm pretty sure you guys watching
No.
are thinking this.
No.
Not me. When you say due diligence, a minor repair, this is because people do this and they don't really know. Would it be, what is that called? The speed tape, whatever it is, when you have a leak and or changing a hose or something like that, you're able to do that.
Yes.
That will be considered you doing the right thing as a homeowner before you actually do anything.
Yeah, like my definition of a temporary repair would be like, hire a handyman, or you could go to Home Depot and, fix the P-trap, Some people sadly don't have the funds and they do whatever they can, which is putting a bucket underneath. So, I've seen a lot of ways, and people try to mitigate the damages. But yeah, the most important thing is to try to mitigate it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Gotcha. Now, there's a hard question. Be honest with me, please.
I got you.
Have you ever gone to a claim where you knew 100% the person was BSing you?
Yes.
Here in Florida, that doesn't happen. It's hard to believe. You have any stories on that? I see you laughing. So you just remembered it. You're doing this. You're doing that. If you go ahead, tell me the story. You just remembered it.
So I'm very transparent, and I make sure that I tell my clients it's worth pursuing or not pursuing.
Okay.
So this was in South Florida, and there was a water damage claim, and I went there. It was a P-trap, and it looked like the water was leaking for some time.
Okay.
So I always ask the clients, hey, did you ever file a claim? Did you ever Did any repairs? One of the homeowners said
Yeah.
no. But then I had the second homeowner saying yes. So from there, I told them, if you have your insurance documents, let me see the results. Let me see whatever the determination was. So based on that determination letter, they got denied. I was like, no, unfortunately, I'm not able to assist you in this case because they have already denied you for these damages, and that didn't coincide. So they're trying to do the same claim for the current leak. So I was telling them straight up, like, did you do the repairs? Did you try to do anything to mitigate the damages? And they said, no, we didn't know, and so forth. So I go things by a case-by-case basis. So if they were paid
Yeah.
and they're trying to reclaim it, no.
Really? Huh. Good to know. So you were able to catch.
I do tend to catch certain cases like that because sometimes, as an example, when I'm filing, when there's a claim to be filed, you don't want to duplicate them.
Correct.
So sometimes I have to see, if it's worth pursuing or not. Because sometimes homeowners will end up reporting the claim incorrectly and we're able to start over again. So it just depends on a case-by-case basis.
Got it. All right. So this is the question that probably a lot of people ask you. The number one question that people ask you. You're already shaking your head like, yeah, I probably know what it is. What is the difference for a homeowner, business owner to do a claim between a public adjuster and their insurance? Is there a difference? What's better? What's worse? Which route should they take? Without you getting yourself in trouble, can you answer this question?
So any homeowner, business owner, they're in the right to file the claim on their own.
Okay.
One thing that I would say is that when homeowners or business owners, they file their insurance claim alone, they would tend to get underpaid or probably denied because of sometimes the way they word things. That's one of the factors. And sometimes when they get an underpayment or a denial or even sometimes a below deductible, they sometimes feel like all hope is lost. That's all they could get. But there's more avenues that they're able to negotiate the claim, and that's where a public adjuster comes in. As a public adjuster, I'm able to represent them from the beginning to the end. So the client doesn't even have to worry about anything, just providing access to the home when inspections happen. So we know the terminology, the negotiations. We just do everything for the homeowner, make sure that they have a peace of mind and make sure that we made them whole again.
Got it. Now, was that so hard? No. The whole unfiltered part? It wasn't that hard, right? You were nervous. You thought I was going to get you to answer a whole bunch of stuff like, oh my God, what is he going to ask? Now, we're going to go ahead and close it out, but I want you to look at the camera and let the viewers know, if someone experienced property damage, what is the first thing that they should do?
The first thing that if they notice property damage, document. Again, take pictures, videos, and if you do need a trusty public adjuster, reach out to me or to any public adjuster that you know.
All right. And how can they get in contact with you?
You can reach me at my phone number. You could email me. Also, I'm on socials. So I'll be happy to take care of you guys and answer your questions.
All right. Last question. If Stephanie Acevedo was the standard to public adjusting, kind of like a diva, like Madonna, Cher. That's the standard, right? I could throw the new divas like Taylor Swift or Beyonce, but Stephanie Acevedo, you are the standard for public adjusting. What do you stand for?
Stellar advocacy.
Nice. So there you have it. Thank you, Stephanie, for being here.
Thank you.
Now, again, guys, this is Not Working Unfiltered. We have Stephanie here with Stellar Public Adjusting. If you feel that this was good value for you, please follow us at This Is Not Working Inc. on YouTube and all our social medias. Again, we want to thank Creativo Media Productions for making us always look good and doing what we do. Follow them on all social media. Creativo Media. They got a hard name. creativo. Again, this is Networking Unfiltered. Peace.